Well, it's been going on for years now. Backwards, forwards, upwards, downwards, this way, that way, Wonka Vision way, you name it. I'm obviously referring to the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fight that's finally going to happen. And it's not something I normally talk about. I'm not the biggest sports fan in the world, but I do pay attention. I like to watch the big spectacles, especially, main events and that lot. And, with social media now, you get to see a lot more behind the scenes and that, don't you? Now this one, as this third fight, the first fight, I was sort of looking forward to it. I think a lot of people were, but that went nowhere. It's because it's Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. Then when the second fight sort of came round, people got really excited to start with, but then I think it slowly died. It was more of a circus really sort of thing. Anyway, yeah. So, believe it's in Saudi Arabia. It's definitely on, and I was trying to decide. I thought I'm gonna put a bet on this one, and to start off with, I was gonna bet Jake Paul. But then recently, I've been going more towards supporting, my own countryman, Tommy Fury. I've got my betting slip I picked up today. And I'm really confused about it. Yeah, Bobulation Nation here, giving you some non-professional advice on boxing. Yeah, subscribe, like, share, ring that bell. Somebody will be in a couple of days, won't they, getting the bell rung one way or the other. But yeah, I've been following a few people. I think the Wade concept. I saw over time how he changed his tune a bit towards Jake Paul. And he pointed out some very interesting facts about Tommy Fury. And the one thing I don't particularly like, I wasn't a Jake Paul fan, but I respect the guy in the fact that, young lad, he's made a lot of money and he's making a lot of other people a lot of money. For all the criticism and that lot, you're watching him work. Obviously, he's a big name. A lot of people forget that he was he going to go into college football or like American football or something like that. Or he was already into sports at school. That's how he ended up with his first video camcorder. I believe the father brought them the camcorder so they could rewatch themselves and help themselves improve. Instead, they started doing the Vine videos, didn't they? But they were athletic from a young age. Americans take sport so much more serious at school than we do over here in the UK. The lads, the healthy, well, I'm not attracted to them, but, the healthy, good-looking lads, they've got, good body on them. They're obviously fit and healthy. They've both shown incredible dedication to stuff that they do. Apart from yeah, but yeah, and I was sort of like okay, he's been deaths for fighting, old men or people past the prime and whatnot. But, like, seeing behind the scenes and that, like I say, he's got the money, he's got the fame, he's going to have a top lot of people behind him. Tommy Fury has got the Fury name. He's come from a boxing family, so he's been around that game. And from, a young age, I first really heard of him on Love Island, and to be honest, I thought he was a little bit bland and not that charismatic during that, but none of the people in that. I don't really like them sort of reality shows anyway, if it wasn't for, the other half. I simply wouldn't have heard of him until I saw one of his last fights, which I thought was very unimpressive actually. Listened to Eddie Hearn, and he said, he looks like a boxer. He's like what you'd hire to have in a film, like. Neither of these guys have really been tested. I think this will be a test. I think Jake Paul's just got a lot of hate, but he knows he's got a lot of hate because that hate generates him perhaps 50% of his total viewership. Tommy Fury's obviously got a lot of people behind him, and a lot of people acting from Love Island. They love his brother, Tom Fury legacy, and like, yeah, I thought I'm gonna take a punt on Jake, but then lately I've seen some of the training of Tommy Fury, and I've noticed his style of interviewing's changed as well. So both sides have got a game plan. It doesn't seem like Jake Paul's head games are working. Tommy seems very relaxed and confident. Like, a lot of money riding on this, a lot of reputation. More so, I think, the ego. Like, these guys have had teams studying every single follicle on each other's bodies, the way they move, the sweat, So, as of now, I'm like looking at this betting form, and I really, I'm really like, I just thought I'm going to put a straight bet on one outright victory. Not a big amount, and I don't particularly care if I win or lose. To be honest, obviously it's nice to win, get things right. But from my humble opinion, from watching people who have been watching them and studying them, listening to the interviews, watching how the build up, the media circus thing, behind the scenes training, what people are saying, and it seems like it's gonna be a really, and I hope it's not over too quick. I hope it also doesn't drag on and get boring. Either way, it's going to be a massive event. I thought I'd just put my 2 pence worth in there, just saying that I think both lads have done, really well, both really good self-promoters there. Obviously, Jake's got perhaps had the bigger name and the bigger volume for the longer time, like. And Tommy's got, build in front of him. Whether he wins or loses, he's already a rich man, he's already famous, and he's also got a big following. So, yeah, I think it's going to come down to either a lucky punch or someone's going to have the better game plan. And if they stick to it, it could work out. Like I say, it really is too close to call now. Jake looks fantastic. The last training I've seen him doing, and he goes on about his dedication. He is a dedicated lad, and I remember something Tyson said actually when they were on about training camps. He said, "I, I don't need to do these big long training camps because I train pretty much all year." So Jake's basically been doing the same, keeping it up there. Can't really say too much from Tommy's side. He seemed to have kept it a bit more tight-lipped, only showed us what they wanted to show us. Anyway, yeah, leave it for that. Like I say, not my normal thing, talking about sport, but yeah, wanted to weigh in on it. Yeah, love it if you subscribe, like I say, thumbs up, share the video, and let's see who's going to come out on top on the night, eh? Looking forward to it. Catch you later.